You know, Tommy Chong is in the building. What's up,
That's
Chong?
right. Hey.
Welcome.
What's up, man? So you're like a scientist now.
I sure am, man.
God, man, you actually are like doing better. You had prostate cancer.
Prostate cancer is all gone.
Wow.
Yeah.
From
and the equipment's still there. So
wow.
and
There you go.
it's still working.
You're still out there going, because Willie Nelson, he said he still be like going in on women out there.
Oh
like,
yeah.
he's like 90, right?
No, he's
He is almost 90. He's like 80 something.
No, he's 98.
Oh shit!
Get out of here.
What? You didn't know that?
No,
What?
Willie.
Not 90. Come on, man. Stop.
No, he just looks at 98.
Well, he's still fucking. I tell you that.
Hey, you know.
Yo, there is hope. I thought that the thing stopped working like around
Well, it
50
goes.
something.
It takes rest.
Oh, get out.
And the right woman to make it work.
Yeah,
And some Viagra.
or the right situation.
Right? There you
It's
go.
not always just the woman; it's the situation.
We had a show last week. I had like a couple of famous stars talking about like cocaine and stuff like that. That's like a sexual drug. Is weed a sexual drug?
Oh,
Can it
totally,
be?
totally. I mean, especially when the ladies use it.
What?
Oh yeah.
So it really doesn't make the dude sexual. It makes you smoke weed before. You ever got horny?
Mhm. Well, it's more of a romantic kind
Relaxing
of drug. Yeah. It's,
you relax. You forget about everything. It's like listening to music. You light up, and all of a sudden you can hear the bass,
The
real
soothing
clear.
water and all
Yeah,
that.
you can hear all that. And when
Get
you're
outta here.
when you're about
What?
to make love, you get high, you lay back, and your
What?
body kind of remembers.
game
And you
on.
take your time. And the thing about when you're high on weed, you take your time, and that's what most women want. When you make love to them, they want you to take your time.
Get the hell out of here.
There's no rush.
But what if when you have to pull out? You have to hurry up, man.
Yeah, no. see that's
Adorable.
that's the male thing is like get it done and then
Hell
run
yeah.
up. But you want to be there for a while. See,
Come in.
depends what you're doing.
With your classic movies with Cheech. Cheech was here earlier. He talked a lot of crazy. I'm gonna ask you some things about stuff
Sure.
he said. But when you had your movies out, they always had like I feel like I timed every 8 to 10 minutes. There was boobs and pussy in almost in every movie.
Yeah, that was kind of our thing to do.
That was your cliche right there.
No, I've always known that the female anatomy gets everybody's attention.
It's marketing. It's
Yeah.
marketing.
But,
Yeah.
but who was in charge of like it was always like perfect boobs all the
I
time.
was in charge.
Get
He
that?
raised his hand. He's like, that would be me.
And
I
this was
in charge.
like pre surgery stuff, and so
Yeah.
you really had to scout out the exact.
Oh, and you want them falling naturally, Especially, see, to me, I used to run a strip club, and the women would be sexier when they were in their street clothes than when they put on their costumes.
That's crazy.
And the reason is because street clothes, say a woman without a bra in a loose fitting shirt, to me is sexier than a woman bare-breasted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you get the illusion. You can see the movement.
Like the shape and
the shape
and the energy.
and the accidental peak that you get,
Get the hell out of here.
Like when my wife's buying clothes, I love to be in the dressing area.
Oh, get out of here. Turns you
Yeah,
on better there.
love to sit there, not just look at her, but look at all the other ladies that come out, and they'll look in the mirror and they'll
Yeah,
try
the
to
freaky guy. I like that.
Yeah. But you sit there, and then every once in a while you look through the dressing room curtain and you'll see just a little glimpse of some thigh or a little bit of skin.
Get the hell
and that is
outta
sexier.
here.
That is sexier than anything in the world.
What? The fact that you kind of like I told Cheech this. You kind of like created kind of like the hip hop movement where it comes to like, especially like the Up in Smoke tour, like
Yeah,
Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, all these guys were
Yeah.
like influenced from watching your movies.
yeah, all of them. Yeah, because what we did, we showed that you could be who you are. It's much better to be original than to be a poor copy.
Was Amsterdam always like popular back then, or did you guys went there and brought it?
Oh no,
So, like-
it was legal. The Dutch are geniuses. They had windmills back.
Get out of here.
Think about it. They had windmill power. And it wasn't power turbine,
Oh, get out of here.
but it was powering the mill, so you could grind the flour and everything else. Yeah, the Dutch are so ahead of the thing. You know the word drug? itself is a Dutch word,
Oh, I didn't know that.
which means drug.
Oh, get out of here.
It's called drug, and drug means to dry.
Oh, get out
And
of
so
here.
what they used to do, they used to dry the hemp or the weed, and ship it, and it was called drug. And so when they sell it in the store, the drug, that's where the word drug comes from.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, so you want to try
Interesting.
some drug?
Drug.
I haven't been to Amsterdam in a while, but I've definitely had my fun there.
Get out of here.
Went out there with Eminem in '99, which was crazy. I've been back a couple times, and it's always fun.
Oh, but I'll tell you how old I am now. I'm taking my son the first time to Amsterdam, to the section, where there's girls and
The red light. Yeah.
and the pot there. And so we're walking down the street, and all I see in front of me is a bakery with these fresh croissants in the window.
Tasty, right?
And I did not see the naked women on the left.
I don't understand it. They'll have like a elementary school because we were out there paying for pussy all night. So
At least you admit it.
Yeah, when the day I was
Oh,
out there, I was
No,
out there
jeez.
too.
We were probably out there at the same time.
We were D12, everybody, all of us was out there. So the thing that's crazy is the sun start coming up and then the kids are going to school,
Yeah.
but the women are still in the windows.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
it's part of like I don't know. It's kind of
Everyday
weird.
life there.
Yeah, it's real life.
Different.
But the kids are
Mhm.
going to class like, yay.
Oh, yeah. And you don't see it. All I saw was a bakery.
Get those croissants.
And I can see kids, it's like their mom or something in the window. They don't see that. Just horny guys. They're the only ones.
Speaking of getting yourself smelling good, you have another product out there. What's it called? Smoke swipes? Yeah.
Smoke swipes.
Yeah, explain this right here.
Well, smoke swipes is like if you're, say, a school teacher or a stockbroker or
Oh,
a businessman
okay. Yeah.
out there smoking a little joint, little doob
A person of
on the
respect.
balcony. Yeah, a judge, a lawyer, or something. like that. And then you come into the courtroom. You don't want to be reeking like a defendant. And so what you do, you get these little wipes, and after you smoke, you wipe your clothes down.
Get out of
And
here.
then you put the wipe in your pocket, keep it, and it's good for 7, 8, 10 wipes, and you're cool. No one knows that you're smoking.
Yeah,
Okay.
Nikki, you can wipe your panties area right there.
Yeah, because that's the first place I'm going to smoke out of. Yes. How did you know?
It's a freak right here. You know what I'm saying?
Because she lets people walk up to
Yeah.
her and smell her area.
Yeah. I'm like, just come on. I use the
No,
I
it's
use
good. It's good for
Tommy's
when,
wipes.
it's good when you go over to grandma's for dinner.
You want to clean up.
Yeah, you want to clean up before you go in because everybody gets high before they go to the folks' house for dinner.
That's right.
I can't. I
That
just
food.
I get too paranoid out.
Really?
I get asked too many questions and I just can't take it, man.
Oh, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? You freak?
I don't smoke.
Or you answer questions no one asks.
It's just
You do that.
it can be brutal.
Oh,
Before we get into the next mix, let's make it clear. You could have your own strand, like your own strain of weed.
Yeah.
Like, shout it out real quick for everybody out there.
it's called Chong Star. And it's available only right now in Pueblo, Colorado.
Oh, okay. But it will be. Can you order online? Or
Eventually, we're getting there.
Oh,
We're
wow.
getting there. We're getting there. But I mean, I can definitely set up a situation where you could.
hell yeah.
Yeah. You know,
Right.
we might have to do a a trip giveaway to Pueblo, Colorado.
As long as the three of us can go too.
Yeah.
Was FedEx? I think it was FedEx. The drivers came to me. I was at an event in
FedEx?
in
Come on, Tom, you
Colorado.
serious?
In
Birthday
Washington.
card.
I was in Washington doing a seminar, and the FedEx guy come up, and he had a special shirt made up with weed.
Get the hell out of here.
And he says there's a special bunch of them in Colorado, FedEx drivers,
What?
and they're all smokers. They all because it's legal. It's legal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So there's it's springing up all over the place, man.
We're gonna get that. We're gonna try to get that shit cracking, man.
Yeah.
Before
Especially
we
in New York.
I gotta do a Michael Jackson. Man, explain this Diana Ross Michael Jackson situation that Cheech brought up earlier. You have something to do with finding the Jacksons.
We actually the Jackson 5 and John plus Johnny opened for not Cheech and Chong but Bobby Taylor in the Vancouver.
That is crazy.
The group that I was with in Chicago in 67.
What?
And
So you had the baby Mike.
and Baby Mike, they hadn't been signed with anybody. They were looking for a contract. They won a high school contest. That's why
Talent
they were
search.
there. And so So we took him to Detroit with us. The Joe and the boys, they all came to Detroit, stayed at Bobby's apartment.
Wow.
In fact, my two daughters with my first wife had just come to town, and so they were all in the same building, all in the same apartment.
What?
And so I could say that Michael Jackson slept with my daughter.
Get that.
That's funny.
That's kind of hot
And
right
then-
there.
He was like 8 at the time, but
And they stayed at Bobby's apartment he was 8 years old. They stayed there until a month, and then Barry Gordy had Suzanne to pass.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Look at him. And I just saw Suzanne, and she remembers it so clearly.
That's
you know,
crazy.
because she was the first one to hear them. And then she told Barry, "You got to hear these guys." And then the rest is history.
That's crazy. Were you? Did you witness when Joe stepped on Ben? Like, was it in your house when they killed the rat? when Mike was crying?
go to
I mean,
music.
Yeah, unreal.
Let's
Outta
go to
here.
Mike. We'll be right back. Michael Jackson.
Oh wow!
There's so many true stories, man. You got to be careful with you ask me.
Can you give us direction how to use hash oil? Like, what's the best way to mess with it? Do you need a
Yeah,
For me, because I treat prostate cancer with the hash oil, and so what I do, I have a like a pharmacist make the hash oil into suppositories,
Oh wow, okay.
and that's what I say when I do it.
You get high quicker with the oil.
No, that's exactly what I say. Oh wow.
You can't OD with hash. Can you OD with hash oil?
No,
You can't.
So-
you can't-
apparently not.
so
Apparently
does,
not. I've
does
had
the hash oil
Apparently.
get when it's placed
in the book.
in the chute?
Yeah,
Does it
gives you a nice high.
what?
because it's
Ah,
absorbed
nice.
into your bloodstream, right?
It's a slow high, but it's nice. It's like eating it, except you realize what you did, and it comes up. It's a beautiful high.
Get the hell out of here.
Beautiful high.
Well,
Frank
I'm-
Ocean. I'm sorry.
Well,
Frank.
here you go.
Oh, here
Don't-
you go.
don't-
I
I'm
already
gonna
know
ask
where
her-
he's going.
Yeah, I know where he's
Don't.
going to.
Who kid, back up.
Frank Ocean he puts it in his butt. He wants to know if you could like speed it up like that. You know?
Oh.
No, there's no speeding up. You just sit and wait.
Oh, get out of here.
That's what he said.
But coconut oil, coconut oil, hot bath first. Coconut oil.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it loosens. It
And
loosens.
little jazz.
Oh, the
little-
smooth
Don't
music.
emphasize it.
Or maybe John Legend. Yeah.
The Frank Ocean.
Candles.
So what's your take? We're in the 21st century, and
Sure.
like, the cannabis culture
Yeah.
has taken a big step forward just
Wait
with
for it.
the oils and the vaping and wax and the dabs and
You get ready to live a long time.
Like 100 at least.
Yeah.
Over 100.
Yeah, look at me. I'm almost 70, almost 80.
Damn.
Yeah,
And
and it's
you're-
all pot.
And you're going crazy on Dancing with Stars.
I was
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
say you killed it on Dancing with the
Yes.
Stars. I was like, I was not someone who watched that show every week, but when you were on, I was like, unbelievable.
Yeah.
You
To
I
see
was like
if I can
addicted
make
to it. No, really, I like. I mean, it
It
was
was fun.
incredible.
It was fun, and it was. I learned all my moves from the brothers.
Get
from
out
the
of here.
culture.
For real? See?
Yeah,
You-
yeah.
you-
Right from the
you-
culture.
Yo, Reed.
Who specifically was the
Come on, Reed.
inspiration?
Dancing back in the day. Well, all the jitterbug, dancers at
Like
the
chubby
time.
checkers and shit.
Yeah.
Oh no! Before no.
Get out of here before
forget
that.
chubby.
What?
The Midnighters.
When were we like slaves
The
back then?
Midnighters.
I thought we were slaves back then. We were dancing.
Oh no! I'm
Oh,
talking
okay.
about rhythm and blues
Oh,
music.
Oh, okay. I thought we were
Music.
talking about slavery.
No,
Ah.
No, I'm kidding.
see, back in the day, you had dance bands.
Yeah.
See, like Ike and Tina Turner, they were a dance band. They weren't a show band, and so everybody played music to dance to.
And make it clear, Tommy, that these are like 2-3 hour shows. These are like, you see how everybody's performing now? They walk back and forth, and it's like a 20-minute show.
Oh,
This is like 2-3 hours with a band.
easy 2-3 hours. Yeah, and energy up all the way.
So did you get that from Dancing with Stars? Like, were you?
Well, yeah. Well, I learned, from the culture, the brothers and that. And we'd go down to Seattle and we'd go to clubs and dance, and it was all about dancing, And if you wanted to be with a female lady, you
Better
had
get
to
your
learn.
step on.
You had to know how to dance.
Better be
You
able to
had to
get
know
your-
how to dance.
Were you high on Dancing with Stars?
No,
Okay.
And
What?
Peter's a good
Not
partner
once.
to have.
not once.
Get out
Not
of here.
once. No, I wanted to be straight. because I didn't want anybody to say, well, he did it because he was high.
Okay.
I wanted everybody to say, you don't need to smoke all the time. You see, there's times when you should stop smoking, and that's good advice for, say, kids, going to school. You don't need to smoke every day all the time.
Yeah, I'm glad you put that out there.
Yeah, you can.
Coming from Chong, man. Holy shit.
No, the thing is, being straight is a high. If you get high all the time, when you're straight, that's another high.
Oh, wow, that's crazy.
It is true.
It
is true. And all of a sudden you're starting shit. You show up on time to places. You're coherent. You don't talk shit all the time.
You hear this, Snoop Dogg? Do you hear this?
And you got to be about your business.
Yeah. And what was Cheech high when he came in the intro, when he had the old school on Dancing with Stars, when he did that big intro and drove in?
Probably.
We got that out.
Probably. They wanted Snoop Dogg in the worst way.
Get out of here.
They were trying to get Snoop Dogg to come out. And he came and did a New Year's Eve thing, but he never stayed for my show.
Get that on. For real?
Nah, I think he's racist.
Well, your favorite pot song before you get out of here? Your favorite all-time? I'm sure there's
all time.
Yeah,
all time is What's Going On.
What's Going On?
Yeah,
okay.
That's my all time. But my favorite is got to be Drop It While It's Hot.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
All right.
That made me.
That
made my dance.
Oh my
Drop
God, man. Tommy Chong is in the building. What's up,
That's
Tom?
right. Hey.
Welcome.
What's up, man? So you're like a scientist now.
I sure am, man.
God, man, you actually are like doing better. You had prostate cancer.
Prostate cancer is all gone.
Wow.
Yeah.
From
and the equipment's still there. So
wow.
and
There
it's still working.
You're still out there going, because Willie Nelson, he said he still be like going in on women out there.
Oh
like,
yeah.
He's like 90, right?
No,
he's.
He is almost 90. He's like 80 something.
No, he's 98.
Oh shit!
get out of here.
Yeah.
No,
You didn't know that?
No,
What?
Willie.
Not 90. Come on, man. Stop.
No, he just looks at 98.
Well, he's still fucking. I tell you that.
Hey,
Yo, there is hope. I thought that the thing stopped working like around
well, it
50
goes.
something.
It takes rest.
Oh, get out.
And the right woman to make it work.
Yeah,
and some Viagra.
or the right situation.
Right? There you
It's
go.
not always just the woman; it's the situation.
We had a show last week. I had like a couple of
You want to be there for a while. See,
come in
depends what you're doing.
with your classic movies with Cheech. Cheech was here earlier. He talked a lot of crazy. I'm gonna ask you some things about stuff he
Sure.
said. But when you had your movies out, they always had like I feel like I timed every 8 to 10 minutes. There was boobs and pussy in almost in every movie.
Yeah, that was kind of our thing to do.
That was your cliche right there.
No, I've always known that the female anatomy gets everything.
What?
You make love, you get high, you lay back, and your body kind of remembers,
Game
and
on.
you take your time. And the thing about when you're high on weed, you take your time, and that's what most women want. When you make love to them, they want you to take your time.
Get the hell out of here.
There's no rush.
But what if when you have to pull out? You have to hurry up, man.
Yeah, no. see that's the male thing is like get it done and then run up. But
Him and Stars talking about like cocaine and stuff like that. That's like a sexual drug. Is weed a sexual drug?
Oh,
Can it be?
totally. I mean, especially when the ladies use it.
What?
Oh yeah.
So it really doesn't make the dude sexual. It makes you smoke weed before. You ever got horny?
Mhm. Well, it's more of a romantic kind
Relaxing.
of drug. Yeah. It's
you relax. You forget about everything. It's like listening to music. You light up, and all of a sudden you can hear the bass.
The soothing water and all
Yeah,
that.
you can hear all that. And when
Get outta here.
you're about